Certain activities, like skydiving, base jumping is an extreme example, scuba diving, these types of activities make people deal with fear. What's interesting is if you're capable of conquering fear in one area of your life, it carries over into other areas as well. So a person who jumps out of an airplane and is super gripped and scared, but is able to somehow find something inside themselves to step out of that plane and get over that fear and that horror, well, guess what? When they go to their job now, right? And now all of a sudden they face some kind of stressful situation that induces fear, it's going to be a lot easier for them to deal with.
When I did my first jump, I actually wasn't as scared as I thought I would be because I think I had this idea that it was flying. I think I figured that out by talking to those guys, and I got the idea that it's not really falling, it's flying. And I was right, as we know. And that first jump was amazing. I think like a lot of people, I knew within the first 2 seconds out the door, I already was telling myself, oh, I'm doing this forever.
I remember thinking after that jump, I had really accomplished something. You know, like I had looked, looked at death in the eyes, and I had come back on the other side. I was still here living. And I think it made me appreciate life that much more because there I was putting my life in this other guy's hands, and actually agreeing to go along with this and then coming down, safely on the ground.
You could fight all you want. It's not going to change the fact that you are now falling. You've left the plane. Your feet are not on anything.
I was fascinated to the sport, to the freedom sensation, but on the other hand, I was very scared, more scared than most of the people. And I think that keep doing this sport because it was very, very special sensation to overcome that fear little by little.
And it's so high that you could be afraid of heights and it's lost perspective. You don't have that feeling of falling off of a ladder. You immediately feel that wind and you are immediately engaged in that reality.
The feeling of flight and joy and excitement takes the place of any fear or nervousness. Sometimes you might get a little nervous about, oh, am I going to perform well on this jump? Ego stuff. If you just let your mind fly your body, dig the scenery, it's way cool.
It seems like people who start doing these really intense, horrifying, scary things, when they get into their normal life, all of a sudden, all those little small problems that used to irritate them or cause them stress or they're always like, well, compared to what I just went through, this is friggin' cake.
The sport's been advancing at an incredible pace. The level of the sport, the skill of the individuals, equipment, the safety, everything's been advancing at an incredible rate. I think the big thing that's about to change is how the public is aware of the sport. I think the public perception of skydiving is nothing like what skydiving actually is.
The whole family can come and fly.
There's 18 in production right now. There'll probably be 30 around the world in the next couple years. Now people are able to fly at any time in any weather circumstance.
Two or three-year-old, and you just take their mind and their eyes and you expose them to the idea that they can fly. The way that they perceive things after that are different, you can't do this, you can't do this, no, that's not possible, no, that's not possible. Yes, it is, I did that the other day.
And when you start flying at that age, at 5, 6, 7, 10, you will learn so much faster. I can teach people things that took me 1,000 jumps. I can teach them in 50 jumps or less sometimes. It's amazing. Now there's so much knowledge out there and the base has been laid. People are just picking up from where we left off, and human flight over the next 15 years is going to blow up. We have laid down a foundation for the next generation of flying.